All right, good morning. So I wanted to make a honey sugar scrub for my face. I have just a little bit of that honey left. I'm going to try to scrape out as much as I can. Um, and I want to make this so I can scrub my face. It's all natural. It's just honey and sugar. But during the summer, my hands and my face get dry, and I love making this. As an all natural exfoliator. And so try to get as much as I can out of it. And then I need to soak this bare because I want to keep this jar. It's so cute. Okay. Into there you go. And then I'm just going to add a little bit of sugar. There we go. All right, now y'all can go with me so I can scrub my face. Oh, one more thing. Oh, well, you know what? Let me scrub my face. And then somebody had a question about the cinnamon honey butter, and I'll share that with you in just a minute. Okay, so while I'm scrubbing my face, I want to talk to you guys a little bit about relationships. If a relationship doesn't bring you joy or happiness anymore, I'm just here to tell you it's okay to let them go. Maybe you're struggling because you're like, I don't know how to get out of this relationship. And that could be a friendship or a friend, somebody that you're not married to, but you're boyfriend, girlfriend, or you're dating and you're like, oh my God, this person doesn't bring me joy anymore. Now, I have found, and it doesn't matter if you know that person for years, what ends up happening, and just hear me out and let me know if y'all have gone through the same thing. You have that one friend that is just a negative person. And every time you call or check up on them or you try to encourage them, they're like Eeyore. They're like, oh, I lost my tail again. And everything's so bad and negative and they have nothing to do and poor me. And it goes on and it goes on. And you finally realize like, hey, what am I really getting out of this relationship? Why am I always the one to try to encourage somebody or lift them up? Why, they're not helping themselves. They're just a downer. It's time to let them go. Because the more you're around someone like that, the more you become like them. And you need to make sure that you are protecting your mind and your heart. And you need to stay around people who are positive and uplifting and who are going to bring you joy. And if they don't bring you joy anymore, and you just don't know how to let go, just let go. Just let go. It is okay. I am not worried anymore at my age on whose feelings I'm going to hurt. And let me tell you, the person on the other end might get very upset. And when they're upset, they're going to do things to hurt you and try to get back at you, like post stuff on social media or make comments or, to try to get back and hurt your feelings. But, everyone's entitled to their feelings, but I just think it's an immature way to handle something when you want to get back at somebody just because they don't want to be a part of your life anymore. It's absolutely ridiculous. And then you have to ask yourself, why do they keep holding on to me? Why does the negative person keep wanting to hold on to you? And it's because there's something about someone who's positive and uplifting, that, you know, that they want to hear affirmation, they want to hear uplifting, but at the same time, they're bringing you down. So you're lifting them up while they're bringing you down. How is that fair? That is not a good friendship. It should work both ways. It should work both ways. Y'all should both be encouraging one another, uplifting one another. And listen, I know everyone has their problems, but every single day, seriously, complaining and being negative, that is not good for anybody's mind or anybody's heart. Oh my God, my face feels so good. And I'm using a hot cloth just to wipe down, to get it off. Ooh, I just got some sugar in my mouth. So you guys let me know in the comments below if you've encountered this, or you feel like right now you're still stuck in one of those relationships that are just bringing you down. And like, you ever feel like, oh my God, like you wake up and you're like, I just don't want to hear from this person anymore because they're just so negative. Well, I've had to do that quite a bit in my life. And I've had some people be pretty nasty to me just because I let go of the relationship that I felt wasn't good for me. And it's very immature. Very immature on their end to be ugly and treat you ugly. Just because you don't want to be in the relationship. So you guys let me know how you feel about this conversation and about if you've ever had to let somebody go like that. Because let me tell you, once you let them go and you block them and you don't hear those negative texts or the negative phone calls, your mind starts to become more clear. You're like, hey, I got myself back. I'm positive. I have nothing but joy in my life. Trust me. Trust me. It's time to start plucking those weeds. Start plucking those people that do not bring you joy or happiness. All right. Okay, so I had somebody ask me about the cinnamon sugar spread that I made, and they asked me, does it harden? Well, no. And I'm going to show you. As you can see, it's very smooth. Look at that. So I just pulled this out of my fridge, y'all, and this is very spreadable and it doesn't harden. And I know butter hardens, but with the honey, the cinnamon, and the sugar, it keeps it from getting that hard like butter. So this is very spreadable. You could spread it on toast, pancakes. Somebody mentioned you can put it on yams or sweet potato when it, bake it and put this in it. So it's very spreadable, which is really nice because you don't want to pull something out of the fridge, like you want toast and you want to spread something on there and you're like, oh my God, and you have to wait for it to, for it to thaw or for it to, not with this, you don't. It's really nice. Put this back in the fridge. Yeah, it's really nice and spreadable. Okay, so what else? Okay, so get this. I ended up watching, it was on YouTube, it popped up. You know how sometimes when you're scrolling through and then things just pop up? Oh my God, my face feels so good. So something popped up and I was like, okay, I'm gonna watch it just to see what it's all about. And oh my God, I have sugar all over my shirt. And it was, the title's called I Was Honey Boo Boo. Now, I never got into the show when this little girl, Honey Boo Boo, her mother was, made her, like, they were into pageants and, like, doing all this stuff. Well, Honey Boo Boo tells her story now. She's an adult and she goes back and she tells what she had to live through and what was really going on behind the scenes. And so I ended up watching that. You guys let me know if you've heard of Honey Boo Boo. or if you've ever seen the movie or the show, or if you've come across it on YouTube. It's called I Was Honey Boo Boo. Very interesting because, you know, sometimes when we're watching somebody in a TV show series or a reality, it's not what it seems until somebody really comes out and shares their story and you're like, man, they had to go through a lot. They only show the bits and pieces. You know, I don't know. You should watch it. I watched it and it was like an eye opener on reality TV. Okay, so I also wanted to talk to you guys about being a critic. And I read a little summary in one of my books that I have, and it was, you know, there's this verse that says, hold on, I have to get it. Okay, I had to get my book because I didn't want to say it wrong. But it says here, how can you think of saying, friend, let me help you get rid of the speck in your eye when you can't see past the log in your own eye? And a lot of times we can be critics of people and even to ourselves. And so it goes on in this book saying like, oh, this couple was, you know, they had a wonderful time. They were going to a picnic and they were enjoying themselves. And all of a sudden they went to a museum, and because they love art, and they went to this museum and there was this art thing, and he stood in front of it and he was critiquing the frame, he was critiquing the artist, he was critiquing the person in front of him. And the wife started laughing and she was like, that is a mirror. And he was basically critiquing himself, but he thought he was critiquing someone else. So I just thought that was fascinating, that it just goes to show, like, you know, don't ever judge a book by its cover. Don't ever critique anybody or anything, because you don't know you don't know until you live it. You know, I don't know. I just thought that was a very interesting. So yeah, don't do that. You know, it's not good to critique anybody, and unless you're critiquing yourself. You know, the only person, and you really shouldn't critique yourself, because then, just hear me out. In my opinion, when you critique yourself, you're basically telling God that you're not good enough, or that somebody else isn't good enough. So don't do that. Love yourself. Be kind to yourself. Be gentle. You know, when you look in the mirror, look at all the good things instead of the negative things. You know, some people will look in the mirror and they'll be like, oh my God, my eyes are too sunken in. Or, oh my God, look at all my grays. Or, oh my God, you know, like, oh, I could lose like 10 pounds. Just stop. Like, I'm here to tell you to please stop doing that. To please love yourself, and just don't do that. Be kind and loving and sweet to yourself. Because if you can't do it to yourself, then you can't do it to anybody else. You can't be nice to anybody else unless you're kind to yourself. Okay, enough of my banter. I'm going to show you what else I did. Okay, so I am working through this coloring book right here. And I got this from Tractor Supply like a long time ago. And it has some really cute pictures in it. There's this one I just saw I wanted to show you. Oh, this one. I don't know what kind of chicken it's called, but look at this one with his fluffy head. Oh my God. So what I've been doing is, you guys know that I've already told you I'm not going to be buying any more of these books. I've had this one a very long time and I have tons more. And so what I'm doing is every day I'm just working through the coloring books, and I colored this one last night. And what I'm doing is I'm taking 5 color pencils and I'm using that to color, and then I take those 5 color pencils and I set them aside in a different container so I'm not using the same colors. So I'm hoping to get through this book using all of my matte pencils, because trust me, I have tons and tons and tons of matte pencils. And so each chicken will be different colors. So that's what I'm doing. Let's see. What else did I want to talk to you about? I guess that was it. But I am going to take y'all with me. I have to feed my neighbor's dog. They are coming back today. So, and I need to water her flower pots. They said we were supposed to get some rain today, but we haven't gotten any here. And oh, that's another thing. I want to, oh God, some people like up towards Oklahoma, Nebraska, certain states, they've ended up having tons of tornadoes. I know some places, 7 total tornadoes went through those areas, and my heart just goes out to those people. That is scary, and there's been quite of loss with these tornadoes. I want to say the last thing I heard was 23 people have lost their lives, and my heart, I mean, I just prayed all night last night. Somebody on here that I know, Katie from Simply Katie Walks, lives in one of those areas, and it was very scary. And so my heart, I've been praying for you. I hope everything's okay. And yeah, the weather that has been going on has just been incredible. I mean, places that aren't even seeing tornadoes see tornadoes. Places that don't see snow are seeing snow. Places that are seeing droughts don't see droughts. I mean, and it just seems like it's getting longer and longer with the season. Like for us, here where I'm at, we've had some rain, but not as much rain as we usually get. So I feel like, and we're not a desert. I mean, Texas does have a desert, but it's not where I'm at, but we do have a desert. But I just feel like we're becoming more deserty because it's so hot, and it's been getting hot. Like, say for instance, like April, May used to be our rainiest seasons. Maybe January we start getting rain, but like end of March, throughout April and May would be our rainy season. But this year, we have in May, we already have been seeing triple digits. We saw 101 last week. We've been seeing heat indexes of being high. The humidity has been awful. So my heart goes out to anybody who's in that severe weather and who's been going through that. All right, let's go feed this puppy. Are you hungry? Are you hungry? Have you been eating all your food, or have the birds been eating all your food? Huh? Good morning to you. Good morning to you. Let me get you some food. Woo. That came out too much. All right. I know. Are you hungry? Here you go. Let me get you some fresh water. This water's nasty. You ready for some water? Oh, well, excuse you, Mr. Bird. Oh, no, you don't. Look at all these birds getting into the food bowl. No, you don't. You better come eat your food before the birds do, puppy. So I really enjoy helping my neighbors out. I've been come over here and water. This sun, this heat has just been killing everything. You can see the grass has been turning brown. It's just horrible. And the mosquitoes are already out. Water that plant over there. Get away from me, mosquitoes. But I'm the type of person, guys, I love to help people out. You need something, I'm that friend that's there. Oh, they're coming to pick up the... Thank you for picking up the recycling. I think it's recycle. Yes, recycle day. They're going to go by here in just a minute. They're going to get so loud. Let me pause, y'all. Alright, I wanted to show you guys, I planted okra. And the okra is coming in. Isn't that cool? So I have 3 of them that come in so far. The other 2 have not come in, but that's okay because some of the seeds might be old. And then I also changed out my cotton balls yesterday with vinegar. I picked them up and then put more vinegar and put them back out. Alright, so I think what I'm going to do for dinner tonight is we still have ham in the freezer. Guys, we have been eating off this ham for a very long time. And I absolutely love it. We got it from the food bank or food pantry a while back, and my husband smoked it, and then I cut it up, and we had a bunch in the freezer. So I think what I'm going to do is make ham fried rice tonight because we got a few eggs. And we have ham and we have green onions in the freezer as well. And we have rice. So I'm just going to do fried rice for dinner tonight. It's going to be simple and yeah. So, alright guys, I hope that you all are having a wonderful week so far. I know it's only Tuesday, but I really, really do hope that you guys are having a blessed week. Stay positive, stay uplifted, be the light for those around you, and don't forget to live, laugh, and love, and I'll see you in the next one.